G'day, my name's Jim and today we're going to be checking out this lens I found on AliExpress for $30. Stick around, this is going to be a laugh. I bought this with my own money. I have no sponsors, I get no reach rounds, no backhanders. I spent 35 years as a manual labourer and I'm sick of getting ripped off. So everything I buy from now on, I'm going to grade and I'm going to score and I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. If that sounds good, then stick around. So if you've ever owned an SLR or DSLR camera, straight away you're betting the farm that this is a piece of crap because no one in their right mind would ever buy a lens for $30. And of course you'd be totally right because I'd be surprised if you could even get a decent lens cap for $30. In fact, I just paid $50 for a monitor knuckle. Shopping for lenses online, they don't even start at like $350 second hand.
So you still haven't told us, Jim, why you bought a lens for $30 when you knew it was going to be shit?
Well, because I'm insane, that's why. No, it's not. Well, actually I am. Well, when I saw this advertised, I thought it might make a quite funny review because most people seem to like it when I lose my shit over stupid manufacturers' crap. Now, reading this ad, it says it's got an aperture of 1.8. That's got to be fake. It's more like 10.8. You see, look, for argument's sake, in a simplified world, the lower that number, the better the optics are. 1.8 lenses are about $500 in the Canon, Olympus, Nikon range. Also, the lower the number, the more bokeh you get, which is that blurry background. So here's just a scene from Gamers Nexus off YouTube. This is just a YouTuber and their camera must be several $1,000s just for the lens. You can see the background's blurry and Steve himself is popping out. Now they say this will fit a huge range of mirrorless cameras, which is true. It'll fit virtually everything as long as you change that little bayonet bit at the back. But even this in this configuration will fit different camera brands. So the three most expensive things in a camera would be the lens, the software, and the electronics. Because most of these cameras now, they all have autofocus and auto stability, and they're not actually in the camera, they're in the lens. So with lenses starting at $500, how can they do a lens for $30, I hear you say? Well, I'm glad you asked. So to make a cheap lens, just don't include any of that. They have no motors, no software, and this brings the price way down, but it scares off a lot of people who say, I have no idea how to set the aperture. And I'd say a huge percentage of people would even say, hey, I have a hard enough time taking decent shots with autofocus, let alone trying to do it all by hand. So depending on what you're taking a picture of and how long you've got to take that picture, it's actually not a big deal at all. You just twist the dials on the front until it looks all right. No, dead set, it's that simple. Just twist the dials on the front of the lens until the picture looks good. So getting back to this lens, for $30, I'd be surprised if this thing's nothing better than a paperweight. So anyway, it only took about 10 days or so because getting stuff from China to Australia is pretty quick. It seems really well made. I would expect to see things like the paint not inside the lines and bits of smeary crap and the casting to have lumpy bits on it, but it actually looks really good. So the focus and aperture rings are just silky smooth, absolutely beautiful, something that I would feel on a Canon. All the lettering is absolutely precise. It's not like indented cast into the thing and then painted on crookedly or anything. So I've been playing around with this lens for the last couple of months and it's actually pretty damn good.
What the fuck, dude? Are you insane?
Well, I'm talking to myself. Does that count?
How could you possibly think a $30 lens is any good?
Yeah, well, if that surprised you, as sure as Batman f***s Robin, this is going to terrify you. It's not just good for a $30 lens, it's good. Like, it'd be good for a $300 lens. In fact, I was that impressed with it, parts of my last 2 reviews were shot with this lens. So this lens actually surprised me that much. I PM'd a good friend of mine I went to school with, and she was a semi-professional portrait photographer for many, many years. And I sent her photos from this lens, and she was just like, bullshit. Honestly, she probably still thinks I'm playing a gag on her or something. She was telling me that when she was doing her photography, she would only buy genuine Nikon lenses for her Nikon camera. She'd had bad experiences with aftermarket lenses in the past, so only ever went Nikon from then on. And I know exactly what she's talking about because quite a few years ago, I bought a Sigma lens, very similar to this one here, cost me way over $1,000 at the time. I was so unhappy with it, I put it on eBay and sold it only a few weeks after buying it. So summary time. I'm amazed, actually. It's surprised the crap out of me. It's a brilliant little lens, and I'm going to be buying a few more. Next one I get would like to be around a 17mm or something like that, so we'll just see how it goes. On that shocking note, I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. As you may have noticed, I don't harass the crap out of people to support me or even to subscribe, but I do want to thank my first Patreon, Mitch. Thanks, brother. Thanks for having the faith. Quick shout out to Normical and Derek Bell for always having kind words of support. Thanks, guys. And thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. I'll be back very shortly with another video, but until then, y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Play the music! I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
Techno.
Cosmopolitan Railroad.